A massive victory today for a Tennessee woman whose life sentence has grabbed national headlines. The governor of Tennessee has just commuted Cyntoia Brown's sentence. She has served 15 years in prison for killing a man who paid to have sex with her when she was just 16 years young. The circumstances surrounding her case ignited this national outcry. Brown was tried and convicted as an adult and required to serve at least 51 years before she could even be considered for parole. CNN's Martin Savage is here with the details of Brown's release. And so, Martin, the last couple of days here, the governor said, I'm freeing you.
Right. Remarkable, really, here. Bill Haslam only has a couple more days as governor of Tennessee, but he took this act. Many people had lobbied on behalf of this young woman for quite a long time, including political celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, and many who just said, look, this is a classic case of a young woman who was a victim of a crime, sex trafficking, and then who commits a crime, but that the circumstances under which she was living and which she had been raised had not been taken fully into account here. So now she goes from what was a life sentence to getting parole. Doesn't start right away. She won't be released until August of this year. It will be exactly 15 years. But many people say also her life behind bars was exemplary too. The way that she got her GED, then she got her associate's degree. She's almost about to get her bachelor's degree. She really had turned her life around. Here's what her attorneys, how they reacted.
We're up here to say thank you to everybody here and everybody around the world who has been involved in pleading for, praying for the release of Cyntoia Brown.
Her story, though, is a story that should be a catalyst for a lot of others, thousands of other juveniles. We need to see this as a national awakening to change the draconian laws that allow juveniles, children, to be placed in adult prisons when they're just children. They're not little adults.
Cyntoia Brown released her own statement, and I'll just read you a very brief part of it. She said, with God's help, I am committed to live the rest of my life helping others, especially young people. My hope is to help other young girls avoid ending up where I have been. And that is a tremendous commitment to make.
I'm so happy that this has happened. I remember the first time I heard about Cyntoia was like a few years back. I don't remember how many years back, that's how long ago it was. But I think I saw some like mini documentary on it. Really good that I'm glad that they reconsidered, because the thing is, it's like when it comes to like especially black kids, yes, I know she's a biracial black, but to me, I consider biracial black people as well. As a side note, if you want me to do a video about it, we will. The thing is, it's like, I know that she's not the only one. But I'm glad that like she got out. Hopefully this will be a catalyst for any other kids that are locked up, especially black kids, because they're targeted more for the prison to, I'm sorry, the school to prison pipeline. And just, you know, this was a very unfortunate situation. She came from a broken home. She, you know, ended up out there on the streets and basically had to fend for herself. And the guy that actually she killed was said to have assaulted somebody else. And she, you know, how was she supposed to know what was going to happen to her, you know? And she took actions into her hands. But I'm glad to find out that she got freed, or she's getting freed. But the only thing I'll say this, we could only pray and hope for her to continue in recovery, because she's got a lot of things to really heal from. I think Paris Milan did an excellent post about her, and just things that I didn't know, like just her mental state, just a bunch of stuff. Shouts to Paris Milan for always doing the homework and being thorough like that. If you guys can, check out the video that she did on Cyntoia Brown. It was really detailed and stuff that I didn't even know. She always does that. But yeah, I'm glad that she's getting out, but let's hope that, she's healed, that they just don't leave her by the wayside, and that people, including this pastor that the article is talking about, that will walk her out, is a trustworthy people to be around, and that they won't use her the way that she was used and how she got in, that they help her and guide her, to the best of who she can be, and let's hope that others in her position will also see freedom, And I'm thinking about that one kid that got busted, and his friend got killed, and that kid now has the death of his friend on him, even though the cop shot him. We need people to start speaking out about that too, because that's unjust. It's not right. That kid needs to be out of jail as well. I forget his name. If anyone knows, please let me know. I wanted to read this article, but I think the video said for itself. So if you guys want, you can go to CNN. Should I read this article? Let's see. Yeah, I might read a little bit of it. Yeah, I'll read a little bit of it since I have it up there. They met for the first time before Christmas. A woman serving a life sentence for killing a man who brought her for sex as a teenager, and a pastor who believed in her. At the time of their meeting, high-profile advocates had been calling for clemency for Cyntoia Brown, including the U.S. Congressman and A-list celebrities like Ashley Judd, Governor Bill Howell Slam, I can't say his name, and I heard of both sides on whether to grant her clemency. Members of Bishop Joseph W. Walker III's congregation were working with Cyntoia through the Tennessee Department of Corrections faith-based mentoring program, which, seems, to be okay from what I'm reading. Days after meeting, Walker joined the chorus of people lobbying the Republican governor. He spoke to Haslam about forgiveness and second chances, Walker said. On Monday, as one of his final acts in office, Haslam granted the 30-year-old Brown clemency. Wow. I didn't realize she was that old. She's 30? Wow, I didn't know that. And I didn't realize it was 15 years already. Wow. That's a trip. After serving 15 years in prison, she will be released on parole supervision on August 7th, according to the governor. We're here today because of a moral man made a moral decision, a courageous decision, Walker said. We're here today because this was not an act of one intervention by myself, but a cumulative effort of many around the country, around the world, who prayed, who advocated, who tweeted, who talked about it. Right on. So check it out. You guys can read the rest of this article. Congratulations to Cyntoia Brown, and we look forward to seeing you free. Shout out to the pastor that had to do with this as well, and the judge too, and all those that posted and prayed about this. All of you guys in Black YouTube, everybody. And let's not let her be the only one. Let's get these other cats out too, like the brother that was convicted for his friend being shot by that cop in Alabama. All right, guys, peace to your day. Happy New Year's.